Okay, this will be a slightly different video. So, not driving, but I'm sitting in the car. I'm waiting for Susette to come out. We're at her parents' house, and she's just going to run in and help her mother real quick, and then we're on our way home. We just got done eating at a place called Farmer Boys. It's I don't know if it's around in other areas of the country, but I know here in Southern California it seems to be scattered about. It's actually a very good place. This isn't about promoting Farmer Boys, but they have pretty decent food as far as fast food's concerned. Anyway, so we get there about 8:15 p.m., late dinner, and there's nobody else in the dining area. It's just one other person. We order our food, we go sit down, and he has some kind of, I don't know, he's watching a video or something on his phone, and it's very, very loud, to the point where they have music and stuff playing overhead, you know, the speakers or whatever, and it was hard to even hear that. And we were not sitting that close. We were probably, I mean, they have these booths that are kind of like outlining the dining area around the edges, around the perimeter of it. And then the inside of the dining area is loose tables and loose chairs type of thing. And he's kind of like at one corner of it, and we were at the other. But it was just so loud. We couldn't really even hear the music. Not that we were into the music, but it was even difficult to think and to have a conversation. And I just don't get it. I really don't get it. Like, even if you're hard of hearing, and maybe that's why you can't hear it, I get it that's why you might have to play it loud when you're at home. But when you're in a public area where other people are, why do you have to have this playing out loud? Why does it have to be on your speaker? Why, you know, if you really got to listen to it right then, get some headphones, get some ear pods or whatever those things are. Those are, you know, and so nobody else has to hear it. It just doesn't make any sense. Why would you subject everybody around you to whatever it is that you're trying to listen to? So I just find that extremely rude. I'll never understand it. I don't care what the explanation is. If you're really that hard of hearing, then don't do it there. Wait till you get home. Play it in your car. I don't care. Just don't do it there. I guess the child in me had to try to counteract it a little bit, much to Susette's non-amazement. Maybe that's the wrong word. Much to her chagrin, I think is the word. So I found some old German speeches from Hitler and on YouTube, and I started playing them as loud as I could. Nobody else was in there except him. It didn't even faze him. So I guess one childish, rude behavior did not counteract another. But half of me wanted to just see if it would have any influence, and the other half was knowing it was stupid, but still fun to do it. Susette didn't like it, but she thought it was kind of funny once we left. But it was, luckily there was really nothing that we were like trying to talk about too seriously or anything like that, because it just was impossible. You couldn't just sit there and enjoy your meal. I was even telling her that, it's like, I think we're eating faster than usual just because we want to get out of here. And that's not how it's supposed to be, you know. Anyway, that was that. And trying to think if there's any other fun tidbits for today. Not really. Bought a new bench, an outdoor bench for the facility. Got it today, put it together, very simple. We have a resident who likes to sit on the side of the house. So we have so one side of the house is very shaded, you know, because the opposite side of where the sun likes to go. And I guess that's how you get shade, right? But it's a nice walkway. It's kind of the walkway from the backyard to the side gates to the garage area. And he tends to like to go over there and just kind of like sit on the ground. So figured, why not buy a little bench, an outdoor bench, and put it over there. You know, we'll clean it up nicer, because right now there's trash cans over there, and get it all nicely cleaned up and swept, and probably hose it down. It's probably pretty filthy over there, I would imagine. Doesn't get much attention. And just make it nicer for him. You know, we already have cameras on the side of the house, so we can watch him from anywhere. He will always have somebody outdoors with him, or wherever he goes, pretty much. We don't go into his room unless he needs something, or he might invite us into his room to look at something, or not much else. He likes to be to himself, and if he wants company, he usually comes out of his room. So did that. Also got plans to put a nice patio cover in the back. You know, it's going into the winter now, so it's not as hot anymore. We may get a little rain, but still been trying to get a nice patio cover put out there for quite some time. Just whether it's finances or the timing or other things just in the way. You know, we just never did it. But right now we're trying to get some site plans put together for us and get that submitted to the city, and hopefully they'll approve it. They should. It's like a pre-made, they call it gazebo / carport, which I don't see the resemblance to a gazebo, but I guess I don't know the definition of gazebo to see if it fits that. Carport I can see. You know, I mean, you got to have a pretty big driveway for this one to be your carport. So what was the size? I think it's 24 feet by 12 feet. So it's a hefty sized structure, and we want it for a patio cover. We have a pretty big backyard. We have a lot of concreted patio space right now. So this would probably take up about a third of what we have out there right now, and give them plenty of space. We'll get some patio furniture to put underneath it so they can go out during the summertime, or maybe when it rains they can go out for that too. That's in the works. I'm hoping that we can get it done by the end of the year. I don't think that that's most likely. I think it'll probably go into, say, January. So, but that's okay. Like I said, it's winter, going into winter. They don't really need to have a patio cover, you know, not until it starts getting hot. And that really won't be an issue until, say, May or June. Yeah, even then it's probably not terribly hot, but I'd rather have it sooner than later. So that's in the works. What else? What else is happening? My kids are coming down in 2 weeks. 2 weeks from yesterday. No, 2 weeks from tomorrow. Got my days mixed up. So 2 weeks from tomorrow, they're going to be coming out for Thanksgiving week. Can't wait to see them. Miss them terribly. I love them to death. And I can't wait to have that week with them. It's been so long since I've had a Thanksgiving with them. And that week is also my birthday. So it'll be the big 58 on Tuesday the 26th of November. So I will be able to spend it with them. We've all decided that we're going to go to Disneyland that day, so we're just going to go all out and have a great time at Disneyland. And yeah, we're going to have a lot of fun. Monday is when they come in. Tuesday, like I said, is Disneyland. Wednesday, so Susette and I have another YouTube channel. It's called Come Along with Randy and Susette. And we only have a couple of videos up there right now. And then we kind of got sidelined because of Susette's mother having some health issues. So we didn't really have the time to do our weekend activities that we used to do. We used to go like every weekend. We'd go somewhere and just do whatever. It didn't matter what it was. It was more of like, we just need a destination. Just give us a destination. We're gonna go. We're gonna have fun. We're gonna enjoy looking around. You know, probably have a meal someplace different and just make a day of it, or at least a half a day of it. And I love doing that. And we've done it so much and just never really recorded it. And it's like, I thought what we need to do is we really need to have a channel, and let's start recording these things and put it together. So, you know, go find it. Come along with Randy and Susette. I think that the handle on it is like at Randy and Susette. And Susette is Sucet. I think that's our handle. It's been a while since I've looked at it. But yeah, so on Wednesday, so where I was going with that is on Wednesday, hoping to do a little trip into LA. Now, I usually avoid LA like the plague because it's just terrible. But I wanted to go to a place called Trejo's Tacos. If you're not familiar with it, Danny Trejo put his name on it. I'm not sure his involvement, but I know he will promote it and whatnot. So he probably has some kind of vested interest in it. But I wanted to just, let's go check out Trejo's Tacos in LA. He also has a couple of other places. Another one's called Trejo's Cantina, and he also has Trejo's Donuts. So these are all within about a mile or two of each other. So what I would like to do is on Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving, is all of us head down there. All my kids, my two kids, my daughter's fiance, me and Susette, and we're gonna go head down to LA unless somebody wants to not go or suggest something else. And I'd like to hit each one, you know, record it, and probably put that recording, that video, that little escapade on the Come Along with Randy and Susette channel. I would really like that. So that is the plan on Wednesday. The rest of the day, who knows? Thursday's Thanksgiving. Gonna do Thanksgiving stuff. And I'm guessing we'll probably go to the facility at some point because they're going to be doing whatever their Thanksgiving is going to be there. Now that I'm saying it out loud, we need to plan for this because who knows about shopping and getting everything we need. So we need to make sure that we have everything for the facility for Thanksgiving, not to mention what we need for ourselves. So that's going to be here before we know that. It's only 2.5 weeks. So that'll be a Thanksgiving day on Thanksgiving. Imagine that. And Friday is when they go back home. So they go back in the, I want to say it was like right after lunch is when their flight leaves. And it's a nonstop into Portland. So I believe they get in around 6:30 p.m.-ish. So they probably leave around 3:30, something like that. So that's the week planned. I think that's just enough to really enjoy ourselves, have a great time, but not enough time to be away from, you know, your things, your place. I know my daughter has, and her fiance have a couple of dogs and a couple of cats. So, you know, they got to get them from the sitters and get that all back in order. Yeah, but even just traveling, you know, you want to be in your own bed. You like to go and you got your clothes in your own closet and your drawers, and you know how it is. But I think this will be just enough time. It's like a 5-day trip. Leaving on the 1, back on the 5th day. I think it's going to work out real nice. And on top of it, I don't know if I mentioned this in the other video, probably not, but the Saturday before they come out, which is 2 weeks from yesterday, Suzette and I are going to go see Cyndi Lauper at the Intuit Dome in Inglewood, California. Last second, saw little ads popping up. It wasn't TikTok, but it was like the Facebook version, Reels. So I was watching that and had a little commercial pop up, and I'm like, oh, and it's called the Farewell Tour. So I guess that means this is it. I know how much she loves Cyndi Lauper. We saw her like 5 years ago. It was a great time. Went to the Hollywood Bowl. So figure why not? Let's give it a shot. Let's see how it goes. I think we're going to have a great time. So that's the Saturday. They come in on Monday, Thanksgiving week. I'm so looking forward to this. I think we're going to have a great time. So I think that's about it. I don't want to keep blabbing. I can blab for hours and hours and hours. Ask anybody who knows me. But I guess that's why I'm doing these videos. So I can blab. Anyways, hope you guys have a great night. This is, what is today? Today is Sunday, November 10th. I know I did a video earlier today. This is in the evening. As you can see, it's dark outside. I'm still parked in the driveway waiting for my wife to come out. And yeah, so have a great night, everybody. I'll be back tomorrow doing a video, I'm sure. I'm really only doing this when I'm in the car. And I'm not sure if I'm going to be driving tomorrow. I don't know. You know, I may come to the facility. I don't know if I'm needed. I might be. If I am, then I'll be driving. If I'm not needed tomorrow, then I won't be doing a video. Because I doubt I'll be driving anywhere. But you never know. Anyways, have a great night. See you next time.